Hey everyone, welcome back to Backwoods Smokehouse. Fortunately, I did lose all of my footage that I had preparing this candied salmon, so I'm going to give you a recap. So, I started out with 2 sockeye salmon fillets. I got them from Costco. Normally, I like to get my fish from my aunt who lives in Alaska or my buddy who goes to Alaska and does some sockeye salmon fishing. Um, I know anybody who has smoked salmon before is going to probably harp on me for using sockeye because it is normally not a good salmon to use for smoked salmon. I like the end results. I like it a little bit more hard than your typical salmon. So that's what I like to use. I use a dry rub. I don't like the wet rub. It kind of leaves a funky taste. In my opinion, I'm sure there's probably a wet rub out there that I would like, but I have not found it yet. So this is a method that I saw. I really like the way it worked out, so that's what I'm going to use. I start with 2.5 cups brown sugar in a medium saucepan. I like to use a 1/4 to a 1/3 cup of kosher salt, and then you match that with your favorite salmon rub. I happen to make my own, so that's what I like to use. Then laying it out inside your little container here, it's actually very, very simple. You put your salmon, you're gonna sprinkle some of your dry rub down, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your salmon meat down. You want the skin facing up because you want that moisture to be sucked out of that meat and create that nice little molasses-like texture. So you're gonna put a layer down, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take more dry rub. You're gonna cover that layer that you just put down, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the rest of your fillets and you're going to put them the opposite way of the method that you used for the bottom layer. And then you're gonna take the rest of your rub and you're gonna sprinkle it all on top, and it's gonna look a lot like that. That could have been bad, but it's gonna look a lot like that. You can already start to see where it's starting to suck out that moisture, create that nice molasses. And then you're gonna put it in the fridge. I like to go 12 to 18 hours, and then I will take it out. I'll feel it, I'll flip it so that you get that molasses coating on all sides of the fish. And then when the fish is no longer flimsy and more rigid, you are ready to start your drying process. Now, I will be doing that tomorrow, so you'll be back with me tomorrow, but I'll do a quick explanation of what I'm gonna do. Your drying process is how you get pellicle on your fish. Pellicle is a vital step in order to get smoke into the fish and basically not waste all your efforts of throwing it on a smoker versus just throwing it on a grill. You'll still get a little bit of smoke if you don't do a pellicle, but it's not gonna be there that much. It's gonna be very faint. People are gonna think you just grilled it. So I use a fan. You can put it in the fridge uncovered. You can put it outside. Like for instance, I live in Minnesota. It's like 36 degrees out right now. So I could put it outside once this is all set up. And it could get pellicle there. It is going to take longer, that method, so I like to use the fan because it does cut down that time by about half. On average, it's going to take about an hour and a half, 2 hours, sometimes even 3, in order to get that pellicle. And you'll see it, it'll be super shiny, and you'll be able to touch the fish with your finger, and it'll be kind of tacky. When it's tacky, that's how you know it's ready for the smoke. I'll be using my Green Mountain Grill, be using some pecan pellets, more subtle smoke. It's gonna accent the salmon very well. And then I'll bring you back when I'm ready to start the drying process. All right, guys, here I am, welcome back. I already set out the salmon on the cooling racks, and I kind of have my fan set up, so I'll show you exactly what I am working with. I am in my basement. It's just easier with the kids, but so basically here's all the salmon, and you can see, I mean, it's already firm and it changed to a very dark color. There's my fan. And then it's as simple as turning your fan on, making sure that the flow is on the salmon, and then just waiting until you get that nice pellicle on there. You'll be able to know it should take roughly about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So we'll be smoking here shortly before 1 in Minnesota. So probably have it on the smoke around 3:30, 4 o'clock. So I'll be back with you then. All right, guys, welcome back. I'm firing up my Green Mountain Grill. I'm gonna get it fired up. Once it comes up to temp, we're gonna run about 185. Just kind of slow down that cook, try and maximize as much smoke as we can. So enjoy the startup, and I'll see you once we are ready to get the salmon back on. Cheers. All right, guys, it is time. The grill is up to temp. This is what the salmon's looking like. You can definitely see where it's starting to have that pellicle formed. So I'm gonna put these right on the grate. And these things should smoke for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and they'll candy right on up. All right, guys, I just probed them. We're right about 120. You can start seeing it dry out enough. I'm gonna be using Hamel pure maple syrup. It's from Minnesota. You can use whatever you have closest to you, and I just toss a little bit on there and then brush it on, just to give it that nice little glaze. If you're in a pinch, you can use over-the-counter maple syrup, Aunt Jemima, Hungry Jack. You can use anything along those lines, but those are very, very sugary, and they will burn more than your natural maple syrup will. And then what I like to do on some is a little bit of cracked pepper. I think it tastes really good. My wife likes it. I do leave a few without it, but that's what it looks like. These will probably be done in about 30 minutes, and then we can pull them off and dig in. All right, guys, this entire right side right here is done. We're at 140 degrees. So I'm gonna just let you guys kind of admire that and me talk in the background. But look at that. Nice cracked pepper. You got that nice glaze on there. Take them right off. We're gonna let this left side cook a little longer, but look at that. Just delicious right there. So thank you for tuning in, and then I'll check back in with you guys in about 10 minutes when this other side's done. All right, everyone. The other half is finally done. I'll be taking them off. They're just just coming straight off. And they look absolutely amazing. Now again, with this salmon that I'm using, it is going to be a little crispier or tougher almost, and then kind of tender as well towards the end of the fillet. So it's really good on salads, or putting it with like a salmon dip or something along those lines. But yeah, I mean, it turned out absolutely awesome. We're gonna eat this right on up for dinner and have some salads. So with that, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being a supporter of our channel. If you're not already, become a subscriber, like, subscribe, comment down below if you'd like to know more, and we can chit chat. But thank you for watching the video, and signing out. Have a great one.